When you build a faceless channel, you're not hiding, you're building an asset that works for you while you sleep. The goal is simple: create a system that consistently delivers value and the income follows. $18,500 a month is not a dream. It's a target. It's a number we can reverse engineer. Most people trade time for money. 1 hour of work, 1 hour of pay, but a faceless channel is different. You create a video once and it can generate income for years. That's the shift we're making here. We're moving from being a worker to being an owner, from trading time to building assets. Think of your channel as a digital factory. You put videos in one end and money comes out the other. But it's not magic, it's math. It's understanding the 3 income streams that feed that factory: AdSense, affiliate marketing, and digital products. Each one is a conveyor belt. Each one needs to be loaded. AdSense pays you for views. Affiliates pay you for recommendations. Products pay you for your expertise. 3 belts feeding one machine. If you're in your 30s, this is your wealth builder. If you're retired, this is your legacy. The machine doesn't care how old you are. It only cares if you feed it. The beautiful part, you never have to show your face. You're the operator in the control room. You pull the levers, you monitor the screens, but you're not on the screen. This is freedom with privacy. It's building something real without sacrificing your peace. That's the promise of a faceless channel. Let's put some numbers on the board. $18,500. That's our target. A healthy channel in a solid niche might split it like this: $7,400 from AdSense, $6,500 from affiliates, and $4,600 from digital products. Real numbers, achievable numbers. AdSense is about volume and niche. A finance or tech channel might earn a $30 CPM. That means every 1,000 views earns $30. To hit $7,400 a month, you'd need about 250,000 views. Spread across 12 videos, that's 20,000 views per video. Doable, consistent, real. Affiliate income is about trust. You recommend products your audience already wants. A 2% conversion rate on 100,000 views is 2,000 sales. If your average commission is $30, that's $60,000. But we're pacing ourselves. $6,500 a month from affiliates is a solid, achievable goal. Digital products are where the margins get beautiful. A $47 ebook or template costs nothing to reproduce. Sell 100 of those in a month and you've made $4,700. That's your product pillar. That's the income that arrives while you're walking the dog or helping with homework. Take a moment, breathe, look at where you are right now. Maybe you're 30 and just starting out. Maybe you're 50 and thinking about what's next. Maybe you're retired and want to leave something behind. Wherever you are, the system works. The only question is, which pillar speaks to you? Choosing a niche is like picking a stall at a farmer's market. You want one with steady foot traffic, but not so crowded that no one can hear you. Finance, DIY, health, these are the busy stalls. They have hungry customers. Pick one that interests you, because you'll be cooking in that kitchen for a long time. Once you've chosen your niche, you need endless ideas, and you never have to show your face to get them. Stock footage, screen recordings, animations, these are your tools. You're not a performer. You're a teacher, a guide, a friend with a microphone. Your voice becomes your face. That's enough. Stock footage is your best friend. It's a library of visuals waiting for your words. Cities, nature, offices, kitchens, whatever your topic needs, it's there. You don't need a camera crew. You don't need a studio. You just need a script and a library card to the world's footage. That's the beauty of this model. Your voice is your connection. It's the handshake with your viewer. You don't need $1 million microphone. You need a quiet room, a decent mic, and something worthwhile to say. Speak like you're talking to a friend. Warm, clear, honest. That's what builds trust. That's what turns viewers into subscribers. Editing is where it all comes together. The footage, the voice, the music, the text. You're assembling a puzzle that teaches, entertains, or inspires. It's work, yes, but every edit is a brick in your foundation. And once that video is published, it works for you forever. That's the magic of digital leverage. Let's talk about what this costs. A stock footage subscription might run you $80 a month. Editing software, another $50. A decent microphone, a one-time $300. That's less than $500 to start. Compare that to opening a coffee shop or a retail store. This is the most affordable business in history. Consistency is the engine. Publishing 3 or 4 videos a week for 90 days, that's the snowball. At first, nothing happens. Then slowly views creep up. Then suddenly a video takes off. Then another. The archive builds momentum. By day 90, you're not starting from zero anymore. You're building on a foundation. Affiliate marketing is simple. Recommend what you use. If you're in the finance niche, recommend budgeting software. If you're in DIY, recommend tools. The links go in your description. When someone buys, you earn a commission. It's helpful, not salesy. It's a win for you, a win for the viewer, a win for the product maker. Your first digital product doesn't have to be a masterpiece. A simple PDF checklist, a spreadsheet template, a short guide to solving one specific problem. Price it at $19 or $47. If you have 1,000 true fans and just 10% buy, that's nearly $5,000. Start small, start simple. Look out at that water, feel the peace. This is what we're working toward, not just money but moments like this. Time to think, time to breathe, time to be present. The system is a means to an end. And the end is a life where you choose how to spend your hours. That's the real freedom. Building an email list is like fishing with a pole, not a net. You drop a line, a free PDF, a checklist, a guide, and the people who bite are your true fans. They want to hear from you. They trust you. And when you have something to sell, they're the ones who will buy. Start building that list on day 1. Once someone joins your list, they enter a gentle, automated sequence. A welcome email, a helpful tip, another tip, then eventually an offer. It's not spam, it's service. You're guiding them, teaching them, helping them. And if you've done it right, they'll thank you for the offer, not resent it. That's the art of email. Analytics are your dashboard. They tell you what's working and what's not. A video with high views but low retention. Maybe the thumbnail was great but the content dragged. A video with low views but high retention. Maybe the thumbnail needs work. Check your numbers weekly. Let the data guide you. It's not personal, it's information. Optimization is like pruning a plant. You cut away what's not working so the rest can grow stronger. Maybe a certain type of video always flops. Stop making it. Maybe a certain topic always takes off. Make more of those. Listen to your audience. They're telling you what they want. All you have to do is pay attention. When all 3 belts are running, AdSense, affiliates, products, the machine hums. It doesn't need you every second. It runs on its own momentum. You check in, you make adjustments, but the heavy lifting is done. That's the goal. A system that produces income while you produce. Whatever you want, that's the freedom we're after. Now let's talk about keeping what you earn. Taxes are real, structure matters. An LLC can protect your personal assets. Quarterly estimated taxes keep you from a nasty surprise in April. Track every expense. Software, equipment, even part of your internet bill. A good accountant is worth their weight in gold. Don't skip this step. Every dollar that comes in needs a job. 40% for you to live on. 25% for taxes set aside immediately. 20% reinvested into the business, better gear, better software. 15% into an emergency fund. 6 months of expenses in the bank and you can sleep through any storm. That's peace of mind. Once you've mastered one channel, you can build another. Same system, different niche. A finance channel and a DIY channel, 2 machines running at once, or you can climb the value ladder. A $47 guide, a $200 course, a $1,000 coaching program. More value, more impact, more income. Look at the long game. 10 years from now, where do you want to be? If you invest your profits wisely, that $18,000 a month becomes a portfolio that supports you forever. And when you're gone, it supports your family. That's generational wealth. That's a legacy. That's what we're really building here. Take it in, the scale of what's possible, the time you could have, the peace you could feel. This isn't about being rich. It's about being free. Free to choose, free to be present, free to leave something behind. That's the destination. And the path there is simple. Start, stay, serve. That's all it takes. Imagine your income streams as trees in an orchard. You plant them, water them, protect them. Over time, they grow tall and strong. They produce fruit year after year. And eventually, your children and grandchildren can sit in their shade. That's what we're doing. Planting trees we may never sit under, for people we may never meet. But trees need protection. An LLC is a fence around your orchard. A trust is a plan for who gets the fruit when you're gone. Insurance is a wall against the storm. These aren't exciting, but they're essential. You've worked too hard to let a lawsuit or a tax bill take what you've built. Protect your trees. The greatest gift you can give the next generation isn't money. It's knowledge. It's teaching them how the orchard grows. Show your children how you made your first video. Let your grandchildren watch you record a voiceover. Explain affiliate links over dinner. Plant the seeds of financial literacy now. They'll thank you later. And then there comes a day when you can just sit in the hammock. The orchard takes care of itself. The income arrives whether you're working or not. You've earned the right to rest. Not because you're done, but because you've built something that doesn't need you every minute. That's the goal. That's the freedom. So when will you plant your first tree? The answer is always the same. Today, not when you're ready, not when you have the perfect idea, not when you're less scared. Today, the seed is in your hand, the soil is ready. The only question is whether you'll plant it, and only you can answer that. Week 1, plant the seed. Day 1, choose your niche. Finance, DIY, health, pick one and commit. Day 3, set up your channel. No face needed, just a name and a banner. Day 5, script your first 3 videos. Don't overthink it, just get the words down. Day 7, you're ready to record. That's week 1. Your first video needs a hook, a body, and a call to action. The hook grabs them in the first 60 seconds. The body delivers the value. The call to action asks them to subscribe or comment. Keep it simple, 10 minutes max. Use stock footage, record your voice, hit publish, that's it, that's the first brick. On day 7, build your list. Create a simple PDF, a checklist, a guide, a worksheet. Set up a free email service. Put the link in your video description. When viewers want more, they'll give you their email. Now you have a way to reach them directly forever. That's priceless. Do this on day 7. The first 90 days are about momentum. Publish 3 videos a week. Don't check your analytics daily. Don't compare yourself to channels with 100 videos. Just keep publishing. By day 90, you'll have 40 videos in your library. That's momentum. That's the foundation. That's when the snowball starts to roll. Look out at that horizon. That's where you're headed. Not overnight, but step by step. Video by video, day by day. The view from the top is beautiful, but the climb is where you grow. Trust the process. Stay the course. You're not just building income. You're building a life, and it starts with one step. The path ahead is clear. It winds and climbs, but it's marked. Milestones along the way. First video, first 100 subscribers, first affiliate sale, first product. Each one a flag to celebrate. Each one proof that you're moving forward. You're not lost. You're on a journey, and the map is in your hands. There will be a plateau, views flat, sales quiet, growth invisible. This is normal. This is where most people quit, but you won't because you know the plateau is just the calm before the climb. Rest here, check your map, take a drink. Then keep going. The peak is still ahead and you're closer than you think. And then suddenly the path steepens. A video takes off, subscribers pour in, affiliate links start clicking. The plateau is behind you. You've reached the breakthrough. This is what consistency feels like when it compounds. It didn't happen overnight, but it happened. And it happened because you kept showing up. From the summit you can see new valleys, new niches to explore, new channels to build, new products to create. The view is endless. You're not at the end, you're at a new beginning, a higher starting point. The system worked. Now it's time to build the next one. The journey never really ends. And as you stand at the trailhead ready to begin, someone hands you a map. It's worn and folded, but the path is clear. They smile and point toward the first milestone. Your turn, they say, and you realize. The mentor was once the student, and now the student becomes the mentor. The circle continues. Here's the complete system visualized. A circle, niche, content, list, affiliates, products, each feeds the next. Content builds trust, trust builds a list. The list buys affiliates and products. Revenue reinvests in better content. It's a virtuous cycle, a machine that fuels itself. Once it's running, it just needs you to steer. The only thing that stops people is perfectionism. Waiting for the perfect script, the perfect thumbnail, the perfect moment. But done is better than perfect. A messy video published today beats a perfect video never made. Progress over perfection. That's the mindset. That's what separates those who build from those who only dream. As you grow, you can hire help. A video editor saves you hours. A thumbnail designer boosts your click-through rate. A virtual assistant handles emails. You're not doing it all alone anymore. You're the architect, not the bricklayer. Delegate the tasks, keep the vision. That's how you scale without burning out. Imagine 4 screens, 4 channels, each in a different niche. Finance, DIY, health, tech, each running the same system, each producing income. Combined, they could generate $55,000 a month. That's not fantasy. That's duplication. One system, multiple applications. That's how you build an empire from a single blueprint. Look at that arch. It took millions of years to form. Wind, water, time, nothing rushed, nothing forced, just consistent pressure over an immense period. Your journey is the same. You don't need to rush. You just need to keep showing up. Keep applying pressure. Keep trusting the process. The arch will form. In the library of your life, each year is a book. Some chapters are exciting, some are slow, but together they tell your story. And one day, someone will pull a book from the shelf and read about how you built something from nothing, how you planted seeds that became forests. That's the legacy you're writing now. Look out that window. See the home, the graduations, the peaceful retirement. Those aren't dreams, they're destinations, and the path to them is paved with consistent work. Every video, every email, every product is a brick on that path. Keep laying bricks. One day you'll look up and realize you've arrived. Behind the books, the machines still hum, quietly, reliably, without fanfare. The system you built doesn't need applause, it just needs maintenance. A check-in here, an adjustment there, but mostly it runs on its own. That's the beauty of a well-built machine. It serves you, not the other way around. Look in the mirror. Who do you see? Someone who's ready, someone who's scared, someone who's both. That's okay. Every builder feels that. The question isn't whether you're ready. The question is whether you're willing to start, willing to be a beginner, willing to learn, willing to fail and try again. If so, you're ready. The door is open, the book is blank, the seed is in your hand, everything you need is already yours. Not gear, not money, not connections, just the willingness to begin. That's all it takes. The rest is just showing up over and over until showing up becomes who you are. So go, begin. Here's your launchpad, 10 steps. 1. Choose a niche. 2. Create your channel. 3. Script and record 3 videos. 4. Edit with stock footage. 5. Publish and repeat. 6. Create a lead magnet. 7. Add affiliate links. 8. Create a digital product. 9. Review analytics weekly. 10. Reinvest and scale. Screenshot this. 90 days of consistent work, 1 hour a day, that's 90 hours, less than 2 work weeks. And at the end of it, a system that can generate $18,500 a month. For years, that's the compound effect. Small inputs, massive outputs, but only if you stay consistent, only if you finish the 90 days. Watch out for the pitfalls. Shiny object syndrome, chasing new ideas before finishing the first one. Comparison, measuring your day 1 against someone's year 10. Ignoring data, guessing instead of analyzing. Avoid these and the path stays clear. Fall into them and you'll wander forever. Stay focused. Stay humble. Stay the course. Your freedom number is 18,500. But freedom isn't just a number. It's time with family. It's travel and adventure. It's pursuing passions. It's peace of mind. The number is just the fuel. The freedom is what you do with it. Keep your why visible. Let it pull you forward on the hard days. Look at that ocean. Infinite, endless. That's what's ahead of you. Not a ceiling, but a horizon. The system you build today will fund the life you live tomorrow, and the day after, and for decades to come. It's not about getting rich. It's about being free, and freedom starts with a single step. Take it. Drop a single seed into still water and watch the ripples spread. That's what your first video does. It reaches people you'll never meet in places you'll never go. Each ripple touches a life. Each life has the potential to create ripples of their own. You never know how far your work will travel. So start. Those ripples don't stop at one pond. They travel to others, creating new ripples there. Your success in one niche can inspire success in another. Your systems can be copied, adapted, improved. 1 channel becomes 2, 2 become 4. The ripples never stop. They just keep spreading, reaching further than you ever imagined. Seasons change, Leaves fall, growth slows, this is natural, the algorithm shifts, trends fade, but the roots remain. Your foundation, your systems, your skills, your audience, they endure. A little maintenance, a little pruning, and the garden bounces back, stronger than before, resilient, because you built it to last. Even in winter, you can plant. Even when things are quiet, you can prepare, script ideas, research products, plan your next move. The work you do in the slow seasons fuels the growth in the fast ones. There's no wasted time if you're using it to get ready. The spring always comes. Be ready for it. One day you'll be sitting on that bench, watching new creators begin their journey. They'll approach you with questions, with gratitude, with the same wonder you once felt. And you'll smile, point to the map, and offer them a seed. The circle completes. The mentor becomes the mentor, and the journey continues without you. Here's the equation. Niche times consistency plus list times trust plus affiliates times relevance plus products times value equals $18,500 a month in freedom. Every variable matters. Every term compounds. Neglect one and the equation breaks. Master them all and the answer is inevitable. It's not magic, it's math. If there's one rule, it's this: show up every day. No matter what, not perfectly, not always inspired, just show up. Write the script, record the voiceover, hit publish. The muse visits those who are already working. Success comes to those who are already in motion, so show up. Today, tomorrow, always, that's the rule. You don't have to do this alone. Find your people. A mastermind group, an accountability partner, a community of creators. Share your goals, celebrate your wins, lean on each other during the hard days. This journey is long, but it doesn't have to be lonely. Connection multiplies your strength. Find your tribe. What will your story be? Will it be one of regret, of wondering what could have been? Or will it be one of courage, of starting before you were ready, of building something that outlasts you? The pen is in your hand. The page is blank. What will your story be? Only you can write it. Look at that canyon. Millions of years in the making, not rushed, not forced, just steady, persistent work. Your journey is the same. You don't need to see the whole path. You just need to take the next step, and the next, and the next. Eventually, you'll look back and marvel at how far you've come. You're the captain now, the ship is sturdy, the compass is steady, and the islands are on the horizon. Financial freedom, family time, adventure, they're all within reach, not because you're lucky, but because you built the vessel. You learned to navigate. You earned the right to choose your destination. Now, set sail. Storms will come, they always do. Algorithm changes, market shifts, personal challenges, but a well-built ship doesn't sink in a storm, it rides the waves. Your systems are your hull, your mindset is your rudder, your community is your crew. Together you can weather anything, the storm will pass, you'll still be sailing. And then the storm clears, the sun returns, the islands are closer than ever, you're not alone on deck anymore. The next generation is with you, learning the ropes, asking questions, eyes wide with wonder. You point to the islands and explain what each one means. This is the moment you've been working toward. Step onto the shore, feel the sand beneath your feet. This is financial freedom, not a fantasy, not a distant dream, but a real place. A place where you can breathe, where you can choose, where you can simply be. You built the ship. You sailed the seas, you've arrived. Welcome home. And now you sit on the bench, watching the sunset with someone who reminds you of yourself. The ship is moored. The islands are behind you, but the horizon is still vast. New journeys await, new seeds to plant, new captains to mentor. The story doesn't end here, it just gets quieter, more peaceful, more meaningful. Time for a freedom audit. Where are you strong? AdSense, affiliates, products. Where are you weak? Run the numbers. Views times CPM. Clicks times commission. Sales times price. Be honest with yourself. The audit doesn't judge. It informs. It shows you exactly where to focus your next 30 days. Do the math, then act. Pick your weakest pillar. Commit to a 30-day sprint. 10 days of research and strategy. 10 days of execution and creation. 10 days of analysis and optimization. One pillar, 30 days, maximum focus. At the end, that pillar will be stronger, and you'll be closer to your goal, one sprint at a time. Reinvest 20% of every new gain. Better stock footage. A faster microphone, a freelance thumbnail designer, small upgrades that compound into big results. Don't hoard your profits, put them back into the machine. Let them work for you. Money that's moving grows faster than money that's sitting still. Imagine your life in 5 years. 1 year from now, your system is running smoothly. 3 years from now, you've diversified into new niches. 5 years from now, you're living a life of complete freedom. Not because you won the lottery, but because you built it. Day by day, video by video, step by step. Stand on that ancient rock. Feel its stillness, its patience, its quiet power. You have that same strength within you. The ability to endure, to persist, to remain steady while the world rushes by. You don't need to be fast. You just need to be steady. And you are steady as a rock, ready to begin. Come home, back to the office where it all started, but look around. It's different now. The map on the wall, the books on the shelf, the thriving plant on the windowsill, evidence of the journey, proof of the growth. You're not the same person who sat here months ago. You've become the person who builds. Open the photo album, see the journey. The first video shaky and quiet, the first affiliate sale a tiny thrill, the first product a moment of pride, each page a milestone. Each memory a reminder that you're capable of more than you knew. Look back with gratitude, then close the album. There are more pages to fill. A knock at the door, a young face, eager and nervous, just like you once were. They've come for advice, for wisdom, for a seed to plant. You smile and invite them in. This is why you built what you built. Not just for yourself, but for moments like this. For the chance to help someone else begin. Point to the map, trace the path you took. The switchbacks, the plateaus, the breakthroughs. They listen intently, taking notes, absorbing every word. You're not just sharing information. You're passing on a legacy. The knowledge you earned through sweat and persistence is now theirs to build upon. That's the deepest satisfaction. They leave with a seed in their hand and a fire in their heart. You watch them go, a quiet pride swelling in your chest. You didn't give them money. You gave them something better, a map, a seed, a belief that they can do it too. That's the gift that keeps giving. That's the legacy. Ready for the advanced playbook. Once you've mastered one channel, launch another. Same system, new niche. Or climb the value ladder, $47 guides, $400 courses, $3,000 coaching. Or build a team. Editor, designer, writer. Each strategy multiples your impact. Choose one, execute, repeat. Channel 2 in 45 days. Half the time because you have a system. You know what works. You have templates, processes, a team. You're not starting from scratch, you're replicating success. Launch Channel 2 and your income doesn't just grow, it compounds. 2 machines running at once. That's leverage. The value ladder, free guide, $47 product, $200 course, $1,000 coaching. Each rung serves a different audience. The free guide attracts the curious. The product solves a specific problem. The course provides deep transformation. The coaching offers personalized guidance. Everyone finds their place. Everyone moves up when ready. Your hiring roadmap. Start with a virtual assistant for $10 an hour. Then add an editor for $40 per video. Then a designer for $30 per thumbnail. Then a writer for $50 per script. Each hire frees you to focus on strategy. Each hire scales your output. You're not doing it alone anymore. Look at that perfect reflection. The mountains in the water, the sky in the lake. What you put out comes back to you. Put out value and value returns. Put out consistency and consistency rewards you. Put out love for your audience and they'll love you back. The reflection never lies. Be what you want to receive. Look at that map. Those pulsing lights aren't just dots. They're people. People whose lives you've touched. A young woman in Ohio who started her own channel. A retiree in Florida who finally has purpose. A single dad in Texas who can afford braces for his daughter. You did that, not alone but with them, together. Each screen tells a story. A family in their first home, a graduate holding a diploma, a couple on a beach they never thought they'd see. These aren't your stories, they're theirs, but you helped write them. Your content, your encouragement, your example, it mattered, more than you'll ever know. That's the ripple effect. Step onto the balcony, breathe in the salt air, watch the sun paint the sky. This moment, this piece is the goal, not more stuff, not more attention, just this. Quiet, presence, freedom. You built the machine so you could have moments like this. And now you do. Don't forget to enjoy them. You've earned it. You're not alone on the balcony. The next generation is with you. No phones, no laptops, just presence, 2 glasses of lemonade, a shared sunset, a wordless understanding that this connection is what it was all for. The money was just fuel. The destination is moments like this. Cherish them. They're the real reward. Look up, the stars are infinite, and so are the possibilities for the one beside you. They point to a cluster and you nod. They're ready to chart their own course, to plant their own seeds, to build their own legacy. You've given them the map, the compass, the confidence. Now they'll write their own story. Let's talk about protecting what you've built. An S-Corp can save you 15 to 20% on taxes. A solo 401,000 lets you contribute $60,000 a year, tax-deferred. A trust ensures your digital assets, your channels, your royalties, your products go to the right people. Build it right and it lasts generations. Your digital estate plan, a list of every account, every password, every provider. A digital executor who knows what to do. Clear instructions for each asset, continue the channel, close it down, distribute the royalties. Put it in writing, make it legal. Your family shouldn't have to guess. Give them the gift of clarity. Teach the next generation about money. Age 5, the piggy bank. Age 10, the lemonade stand. Age 15, the first job. Age 20, the first investment. Age 25, the first channel. Lead by example. Show them what's possible. Wealth without wisdom is just money. Wisdom with wealth is a legacy. Here it is, the tree of legacy, roots in discipline, trunk of system, branches of income, leaves of community, fruit of freedom, and at its base a tiny sapling, the next generation just beginning. This is what you're building, not a business. Not a channel, a living, breathing legacy that will outlast you. Stand in the shadow of the ancients, trees that have stood for thousands of years. They've seen empires rise and fall, they've weathered storms and droughts, and they're still standing. That's the kind of legacy you're building, not flashy, not fragile. Just steady, just enduring, just there for generations to come. Wake up in a quiet kitchen, sunlight on the counter, coffee brewing, no alarms, no meetings, just the simple pleasure of a slow morning. This is the quiet life. Not exciting maybe, but deeply, profoundly satisfying. You built the system so you could have mornings like this. Don't forget to enjoy them. Sit on the porch with a book, not a business book. A novel, something that has nothing to do with work. Feel the breeze, listen to the birds, sip your lemonade. This is the life you were building toward, not more work, more life. The system is running. You're finally free to just be. A friend stops by, they don't want anything, they're just checking in. You pour them some lemonade and sit on the porch swing. You talk about nothing important, the kids, the weather, the neighbor's new dog. This connection is what money can't buy. But freedom can make time for, and you have time now. Take a walk, no destination, just movement, through the park, past the pond, under the trees, watch the ducks. Listen to the wind, feel the sun on your face. This is what you were working for, not more stuff, more moments like this. More connection with the simple, beautiful world around you. As the sun sets, you return home. You pause at the door and look back, at the quiet street, the friendly neighborhood, the life you've built. A gentle smile crosses your face. Then you turn, open the door, and step inside. The day is done. The life is lived, and tomorrow you'll do it again. Let's look at the long view. 5 years, over $1 million earned, 18,000 hours of freedom. 10 years, nearly $4 million, 36,000 hours of freedom. 20 years, over $12 million, 73,000 hours of freedom. This is what consistency compounds into, not overnight, but inevitably. How do you stay motivated for the long haul? Celebrate every milestone, every $1,000, every 10th video. Revisit your why, keep a photo of your family on your desk. Connect with your community weekly, and rest. Schedule your vacations, protect your downtime. You're running a marathon, not a sprint. Fuel yourself wisely. When doubt creeps in, open your success file. Read your first positive comment. Look at your first $100. Remember how far you've come. Read stories from viewers you've helped. Take a strategic pause, a day off to gain perspective. Remember that consistency beats intensity. Slow and steady wins this race. Look, an open door, sunlight pouring through. And one word, go, not a question, not a suggestion, just an invitation. Everything you need is on the other side. The life you've imagined, the freedom you've dreamed of. All that's missing is you walking through. So go, the door is open, the time is now. Stand at the edge of the Badlands. Vast, rugged, full of possibility. This is what lies ahead, not a path already worn, but a landscape waiting to be explored. You have the map, you have the compass, you have the seed. All that's left is to take the first step. And you already have. Keep going. Pull up a chair by the fire. This is the mentor's final lesson, not about tactics or strategies, about something deeper. The journey itself is the reward. The person you become along the way, more patient, more resilient, more wise, that's the real treasure. The money is just proof that you grew. See that candle, unlit, full of potential but not yet shining? That's you before you start. The match is beside it. That's your first action, your first video, your first email. All the potential in the world means nothing without a spark. So strike the match, light the candle, let your journey begin. Now the candle is lit, a small flame but steady. That's your first step. Not a bonfire, not a blaze, just a small, persistent light. But it's real, it's yours, and it will grow. Feed it with consistency, protect it with patience. One day, you'll look back and marvel at how much light one small flame can cast. Time passes, the candle burns, and around it small treasures accumulate. A film reel, an envelope, a money bag, a family silhouette. The fruits of your labor gathered quietly, not through luck but through persistence. The flame attracted them. The light you created brought abundance to your door. Keep burning, keep attracting. And now the lesson is complete. The candle is extinguished, not because the light is gone, but because it's now within you. The flame you carried has become part of who you are. You don't need the candle anymore. You are the light. And the door is open. Your journey awaits. Go. Here's your Freedom Launchpad. 10 steps to $18,500 a month. Choose your niche. Create your channel, script and record 3 videos, edit with stock footage, publish and repeat, create a lead magnet, add affiliate links, create a digital product, review analytics weekly, reinvest and scale, screenshot this, start today. Every expert was once a beginner. Their first video, probably terrible, quiet audio, boring thumbnail, 12 views, but they didn't quit. They made video number 2 and 10 and 50, and by video 100 they were pros. The only difference between you and them is that they kept going. So will you. Draw a circle. Thank your past self for starting when it was scary. Thank your present self for showing up today. Thank your future self for believing you could get here. Gratitude fuels the journey. It reminds you how far you've come. It gives you strength for the road ahead. Be grateful, always. Look, an open hand, a glowing seed. And one word now, not tomorrow, not when you're ready, not when you're less scared. Now the seed is in your hand, the soil is waiting. The only question is whether you'll plant it, and only you can answer, so answer. Now! Stand at the edge of the continent. Watch the sun rise over an infinite ocean. This is what's ahead, not an ending, a beginning. The mentor has given you everything. The map, the compass, the seed. Now it's your turn, your journey, your story, your legacy. The horizon is waiting. Step into the light. Walk through the garden. Look at all these trees. Each one a creator who started because of you. Some are tiny saplings just beginning. Some are young and strong, bearing their first fruit. A few are mature, already casting shade for others. This is your legacy, not a single tree but a forest, and it's still growing. See that young gardener tending a sapling? They look up and see you. A smile, a nod, no words needed. You recognize each other. Fellow travelers on the same path. You once were them. And one day they'll be you nodding at someone else. The connection is quiet but real. That's community. Sit on the hill with the other mentors. Look at the forest below. All those trees, all those lives, all those journeys. You didn't plant them all, but you helped. You showed the way. You lit a candle that lit other candles. And now you sit in quiet company, watching the light spread. This is enough. Time passes. The trees grow taller. New mentors join the hill. The young gardener from before is now among them, wise and peaceful. The forest below is a tapestry of light, and at its edge, new saplings are appearing. The cycle continues. The legacy expands, and you're still here, watching, smiling at peace. Stand up, take one last look at the forest. Then turn and walk down the path into the golden light. You don't look back, you don't need to. The forest is your legacy. It will grow without you. It will thrive without you. You planted well. Now it's time to go. The story continues without you. Here's your resource roundup. Stock footage, Storyblocks, ArtGrid Pexels, email, ConvertKit, MailerLite, System.io, affiliates, Amazon, ShareASale, Impact, creation tools, Canva, Descript, Riverside, Notion. Start with free versions. Upgrade as you grow, screenshot this. You'll thank yourself later, now go build. The Batching Blueprint, work 1 week, live 3. Week 1, script 4 videos Monday, record Tuesday, gather footage Wednesday, edit Thursday, create thumbnails Friday. Rest Saturday and Sunday. Then schedule those 4 videos over the next 3 weeks. You've just created a month of content in 5 days. That's freedom. Every 90 days, do a quarterly review. What worked? Which videos performed? Which products sold? What didn't work? What flopped? What wasted time? What will you start doing? New formats, new programs, what will you stop doing? What drains you? Answer honestly. Adapt your strategy. Stagnation is the only real failure. A compass, a peak, 3 words. Direction, choose your niche and stick to it. Consistency, show up every day no matter what. Patience, trust the process even when you can't see progress. These 3 things, steady as a compass, will lead you to the peak. Not quickly, maybe, but inevitably, keep pointing forward. Stand before Denali, the tallest peak in North America. It didn't get there overnight. It was pushed up over millions of years by forces deeper than we can see. Your success is the same. Built on a foundation you can't always feel, pushed by forces you can't always see. But it's rising. Trust the process. Step into the library. It's full of young people reading, learning, creating. The books on the shelves are their stories, their journeys, their legacies. You're not in any of them, but you're in all of them. Every book was inspired by the one you wrote. Every journey started because you showed the way. This is what you leave behind. A young person pulls a book from the shelf. Inside, no words, just icons, a map, a seed, a compass. They smile, they understand. They close the book and look out the window at the forest, determination in their eyes. The message has been received. The legacy has been passed. The journey continues. They walk out of the library, down the steps into the world. A pouch in their hand, a seed inside. They pause at the bottom, take a deep breath and look ahead. The path is open. The future is theirs. They don't look back. They don't need to. The library will always be there, but their journey starts now. Time passes, the seed is planted. A tiny sprout appears. The sprout is watered, nurtured, cared for. It grows into a sapling. The sapling is tended, protected, encouraged. A small film reel appears on its branch, a tiny envelope. A miniature money bag. The journey is underway. The first fruits are showing. Years later, they stand at the edge of a new forest. Behind them, the library is small in the distance. Ahead, endless, untouched land. They've become the mentor. The forest behind them is their legacy. The land ahead is for the next generation. They take a breath, smile, and step forward. The cycle continues, forever. 3 words: start, stay, serve. Start the journey. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Stay consistent. Show up even when you don't feel like it. Serve your audience. Solve their problems, answer their questions, be their guide. Do these 3 things and the money follows, not as a goal but as a result. Start, stay, serve. Be the light. In a dark room, 1 candle can illuminate everything. Your content can do the same. 1 video can change someone's life. 1 email can give someone hope. 1 product can solve a problem they've struggled with for years. You don't need to be a bonfire, just a steady, reliable light. Be that. There is no finish line. There is only the journey. You don't reach financial freedom and stop. You reach it and keep going because the journey itself is the point. The growth, the learning, the helping, the becoming, that never ends. And that's not a flaw, it's the feature. Enjoy the ride. It's the only one you get. An open hand, empty. And 1 word: trust. Trust the process you've built. Trust yourself. Trust that showing up every day will compound into something beautiful. You've done the work. You've built the systems. Now let go a little. Trust that it's enough, because it is. You are. Trust. Stand on that ancient coast. Feel the waves, the wind, the infinite sky. This is what trust feels like. Not gripping, not controlling, just being. Open, receptive, at peace. You've learned everything you need to learn. Now it's time to live it. Trust the journey, trust yourself, and simply be. A circle, seed to sapling to tree to new seed. Complete, eternal. This is the cycle you're now part of. Not a beginning and an end, but an endless loop of growth and giving. You received a seed, you grew a tree. Now you drop seeds for others. The circle completes, and it never stops turning. A new seed touches the ground. A warm light emanates. The earth glows. A tiny root reaches down. This is the moment of decision. The moment potential becomes action. The moment someone decides to begin, that someone could be you. The seed is on the ground. The earth is ready. All that's missing is your choice. A tiny sprout pushes through the soil, reaching for the sun. Around it, faint outlines shimmer in the earth. A film reel, an envelope, a money bag, potential waiting to become real. This is the beginning, small, fragile, but alive. Nurture it. Water it with consistency. Protect it with patience. It will grow. Time passes. The sprout becomes a sapling, strong, healthy, and on its branches the outlines have solidified. A real film reel, a real envelope, a real money bag, the first fruits of the journey, small but real. Tangible proof that the system works. Keep going. The tree is just getting started. Two trees now stand together. The original and the new, both mature, both fruitful, both dropping seeds for the next generation. The forest has grown, the legacy has expanded. And at the edge of the frame, another seed is forming, ready to fall. The cycle is complete, and it continues, forever. Your legacy checklist, 5 commitments. 1. Plant the seed today, not tomorrow. Today. 2. Water daily. Show up consistently, not perfectly. 3. Nurture the community. Serve your audience. 4. Trust the process. Be patient. 5. Pass the torch. Mentor the next generation. Live by these and your legacy is assured. A candle and its reflection. 2 flames from one source. Be the light and your reflection will light the way for others. You don't have to try to be a mentor. Just live your values, do your work, share your journey. Others will see. Others will follow. Your reflection will guide them, whether you know it or not. An open book, blank pages, a glowing quill. One word, write, not think about writing, not plan to write. Write. The story of your life, your legacy, your freedom is waiting to be told, but it won't write itself. Pick up the pen. Touch it to the page, make the first mark, write. A seed in an open hand. One word now, not tomorrow, not when you're ready, not when you're less scared. Now, the seed is your potential, your journey, your legacy. It's been in your hand this whole time. The only question is whether you'll plant it. And only you can answer, so answer, now. Stand on the prairie at dawn. A freshly planted seed beside you, the mountains in the distance, the sky infinite. This is the moment after the decision. The seed is in the ground, the journey has begun. Now it's just a matter of showing up, day after day. Trusting the process, watching it grow. You've started, that's everything. Stand at the summit, look out at the view, the valleys below, the peaks beyond. This is what you've been climbing toward, not a finish line but a vantage point, a place to see how far you've come, and to see how far you can still go. The view is beautiful, and it's yours, you earned it. From the summit you can see everything. The Peace Valley, where you live quietly with your family. The Community Valley, where your audience thrives. The Adventure Valley, where you explore and play. And in the distance, tiny figures beginning their own climbs. You see it all now, the full picture of the life you've built. Look down at your feet, a single seed, glowing, waiting. You pick it up and smile. You understand now. The summit wasn't the end. It was a new beginning. The seed is for those just starting their climb. You carry it down the mountain, to the place where new journeys begin. The cycle continues. Walk down the mountain, the seed in your hand, and with every step a tiny sprout appears where you've walked. Not for you, but for those who will follow. A trail of encouragement, a path of light. You're not leaving, you're preparing the way. Every step you take makes the climb easier for someone else. At the base of the mountain, a new climber waits. Nervous, hopeful, you place the seed in their hand. You smile, they smile, no words needed. You nod once, then walk away into the light. The seed is planted, the journey continues. The circle is complete, and it starts again, forever. 2 words, start, stay, that's it. Everything else is commentary. Start the journey even if you're scared. Stay on the path even when it's hard. Do these 2 things and everything else will follow. The money, the freedom, the legacy, they're all results of starting and staying. So start and stay. A seed glowing, alone. And 1 word whispered, today, not tomorrow, not next week. Not when you have more time. Today, the seed is your potential, your journey, your legacy. It's been waiting for you. It's been ready for you. All that's missing is your decision. Make it today. Nothing, a blank board, empty. waiting. This is your future, completely unwritten, completely yours. No one else can fill it. No one else can write your story. The blankness isn't scary, it's liberating. It means anything is possible. So pick up the pen, start writing. The page is yours. One word, begin, not a question, not a suggestion, just an invitation. Everything you need you already have. The map is in your mind, the compass is in your heart, the seed is in your hand. All that's left is to begin. So begin, now. The journey is waiting for you. The mentor walks into the forest, disappears into the light. The path ahead is clear, sunlit, inviting. It's yours now, yours to walk, yours to explore, yours to call your own. The mentor is gone, but not really. They're in every step you take, every seed you plant, every life you touch. Now walk. Look, your hands open, cupped, and in them a seed, glowing, waiting, your potential, your journey, your legacy. It's been in your hands this whole time, not in some distant future, not in someone else's story. Here, now, yours. The only question is what you'll do with it, and only you can answer. Your hands close around the seed, gently protecting it. A warm light shines through your fingers, the decision is made. You've accepted the potential, you're ready to begin. The seed is now yours to nurture, yours to plant, yours to grow. The journey has started, not with a bang, but with a quiet, committed yes. Your hands open again, empty. The seed is planted. In its place, a tiny sprout pushes through the soil. Small, fragile, alive, your first step, your first video, your first win. It's not much yet, but it's real, it's yours, and it will grow. Water it with consistency. Watch it become something beautiful. Time passes, the sprout becomes a sapling, strong, healthy, and on its branches faint outlines appear. A film reel, an envelope, a money bag, the first signs of fruit. The journey is gaining momentum. Keep going, keep nurturing. Keep showing up. The tree is just beginning to bear. The best is yet to come. The sapling is now a tree, full, fruitful, glowing. On its branches, real icons hang. Film reels, envelopes, money bags, family silhouettes. Your journey realized. And in the background, faint outlines of new trees appear. Your legacy beginning. You did this. You planted the seed, you stayed, you grew, and now you inspire others. A seed glowing alone, that's all, that's everything. The seed is always there, the potential is eternal, the choice is yours. You can look at it forever, or you can plant it. Today, now, the seed doesn't care how long you wait, it just waits with you. Ready when you are. Are you ready? One word, grow, not just financially. Grow as a person, grow in wisdom, grow in patience, grow in your ability to serve. The money is a side effect. The real goal is growth. Keep growing and everything else will take care of itself. The tree that keeps growing eventually becomes a forest. So grow. There is no finish line. There is only the journey. You don't reach financial freedom and stop. You reach it and keep going because the journey itself is the point. The growth, the learning, the helping, the becoming, that never ends. And that's not a flaw. It's the feature. Enjoy the ride. It's the only one you get. An open hand, empty, and one word, trust. Trust the process you've built. Trust yourself. Trust that showing up every day will compound into something beautiful. You've done the work. You've built the systems. Now let go a little. Trust that it's enough, because it is. You are trust. The mentor stands at the edge of the world, palms open, at peace. Then gently they fade into the golden light, not gone, just elsewhere. The light remains, the path remains, the seed remains, and you remain, ready to begin, ready to grow, ready to become the mentor for someone else. The journey is yours now. A single tree in a sunlit meadow. Strong, steady, alone but not lonely. This is you now, self-sufficient, confident, quietly powerful. You don't need constant validation. You don't need external approval. You just stand, rooted in your values, bearing fruit for those who need it. This is quiet confidence. This is freedom. Rain falls, gentle at first, then steady. The tree stands firm. Its leaves drink, its roots hold. The storm is not a threat, it's nourishment. Challenges will come, market shifts, algorithm changes, personal doubts, but you're rooted now. You've built something that can weather any storm. Let the rain come. You'll only grow stronger. The rain passes. The sun returns. A rainbow arcs across the sky, and the tree is more vibrant than before. New growth on its branches, new icons, new fruit. The storm didn't break it, it made it stronger. This is resilience. This is what happens when you build on a solid foundation. Every challenge is just fuel. Look behind you, young trees have grown. A small grove now stands where once there was only one. Your legacy, alive and growing, you didn't plant them all, but your shade protected them. Your roots nourished them. Your presence inspired them. The forest is growing, and you're the reason. The forest stretches to the horizon. Countless trees, countless lights, countless journeys. And in the foreground, a single seed rests on the ground, glowing, waiting. The next journey is about to begin. The cycle never ends. The story never stops. And somewhere, someone is about to take their first step, just like you once did. A quiet reading nook. Sunlight streaming through a window, an open book on a small table, blank pages, a quill pen ready, an empty chair beside it waiting. This is for you. The stage is set. The story is yours to write. All that's missing is you. Sit down, pick up the pen, begin. Look closer. On the first page, the faintest outline of a word appears. Start, a whisper, a suggestion, not a command, just a gentle nudge. The pen is ready, the light is warm. The word is there, waiting to be traced, waiting to become real. All you have to do is pick up the pen and make it so. The pen touches the page. A single dot of ink appears. The first mark, small, insignificant even, but it's the beginning. The journey has started, not with a grand gesture, but with a tiny dot. Your first word, your first video. Your first step. It's done, you've begun, everything else is just showing up. Look now, the page is filling. Words, sentences, paragraphs, your story, not legible to anyone else but perfectly clear to you. And among the words, tiny icons, a film reel, an envelope, a money bag, a family. Proof that the journey is bearing fruit. The first chapter is written, and there are many more to come. Look up, smile, nod. Thank you for watching, for listening, for being part of this journey. If this resonated, if something here sparked a light in you, then subscribe, not for me, for yourself. To remind yourself that you're on the path. To join a community of builders, to begin your own story. The seed is in your hand. Now go.